Hello, 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 Hello everyone. Please ping if you have joined. Uh, I have the screen of the YouTube chat also open here with me, so that will help me to know exactly if people have joined or not. I have another screen where I can like view things. Yeah, thanks. Can you all hear me now? No, I'm not sure why I'm typing because this streaming is not. I don't know because I cannot hear you all. The only thing I can do is actually just read the comments. That's one of the reason here. So yeah, it would have been better if there would be some kind of cross communication that I can hear you also, but I'm not sure what type of platform do you use. Do I create a like Google meeting also along with this so that you can all talk to me also? Uh, you tell me all. Okay. So now see the timer and everything that I have created is already up now. Okay. The only timer I'm now going to run is above 35 minutes because that's what exactly I'm targeting for at least one question after this countdown ends. But yeah, let me know how this sounds. If people can hear me, not hear me. Uh, hey Teju SB9, can you please comment or like write in the chat that if you can hear me, that would help me. Oh, thank you, Teju. I know there might be some lag from, but okay. Let me start. I'll also tell how I'm working on here. So, So this whole exercise would be actually done in a AI assisted format. One thing that I'm going to do. I had already worked on a few problems yesterday as a day zero. Uh, Whatever I'm talking to AI, where I'll be stuck, I will also take help of AI here also. Should I start, Teju? I think we should start. Yeah. I hope you all can see me writing also. Hope you can see this. Whew, cool. So what I did yesterday, because yesterday also for me it was after a very long time actually I started this lead code thing. So what I did, let me just go through yesterday what exactly I did yesterday. So what I did started with exactly I told ChatGPT to like, okay, I'm doing this preparation. At 30 days, you help me prepare and everything. Okay. So after a few time, what it told me to okay, start one problem. The first problem that it gave me uh, was the lead code problem. Two input arrays sorted. I was able to do it very quickly. Not very quickly. Let's say like it took me 31 minutes to do it, but I did it in the binary search format instead of the counting sort of problem way. Uh, so yeah, let's see. And should I go through the questions which I already went through yesterday, or should I just start from the place that I am planning to start? Uh, Let me start. I want to start in this format, like top K questions. Like, okay. One thing I will wait here now. These are three questions which ChatGPT has recommended me to pick one for today. So yeah, any on which three questions we want to say? Let me open these three questions at least first, or like this. Just start first question. Directly. It could. Uh, I already done a lot of things, so I'm just going to reset this also here. Hmm. See, again, the main problem that I'm having right now with this here is that I do not know how to do this one-way communication where there's only I'm speaking and nobody else is speaking here. So like, am I talking to myself? Not sure. So now what I am going to do is just start with the problem, assuming I'm alone, because else I'll keep focusing on like if any people are hearing me or not, blah blah. So for now, let's just forget that. I'm going to start with first question now. Okay, top K frequent elements. Okay, let me read the. Okay, so ChatGPT is commanding me to set the timer rule to 22 minutes. Okay, I can do that. Let's just set it to 22 minutes. Why it is saying 22 minutes is because Meta wants 45 minutes interview for two questions actually. So that's where the 22 minutes comes in here. After I mentioned ChatGPT about that, I'm going to start with the first question about this top K frequent elements. It told me to okay implement. Okay, it is giving me some hints also. Implement. Right now I have don't know the question, but there is some hint here still already. So let's just read the question first very clearly. Hmm. And let's start the timer also. So the timer is started now. Question is given an array num, okay, and an integer k. Return the k most frequent elements. You may return the answer in any order. Okay, return the k most frequent elements. Okay, means that number of elements which has come most amount of time. Okay, we have the example here 1 1 1 2 2 3, and the k is target number is k2. You want to We want two most frequent numbers here. So if let us say if we just simply look at this, one has obviously occurring most times, and two. Okay, it seems that they don't. Okay, return the k most frequent numbers. Okay, so top order, let us say we have one, two, three, and the return has to be one and two only because we want to return only two elements. Okay, when it's one. Output is only one. I hope this makes sense. Now one, two, one, two, one, two, three, one, three, two. Okay, here k is also two again. So if we see which number has occurred most, one, two, three. At a very high level, let us say, if I see this is one has a one. Okay, two, one, two, one, two, three, one, three, two. So we can see one has occurred one, two, three, four times. Two has occurred one, two, three, four times also. Because it's two only, and three has occurred only one and two times, obviously. And because k was two, so we need to return only one and two. Okay, makes sense. There are some constraints here if you see. So number length is very clearly written 10 to the power 5. Now, okay, nums total means कि the total amount of numbers is going to be there, and the number range is also very clear, minus 10 to the power 4 to 10 to the power 4 also. So k is the range, the number of unique elements in the array. Okay, guarantee that the answer is unique. Cool. Hmm. Now I'm thinking about it a little bit. How to start implementing this? Okay. It looks a fairly simple question to me at a high level. What we simply need to do is count the occurrence of each uh, element here. Confirm. Okay. So okay, we know the number range also, and this is just this is not actually very important. This is just to know so that okay. So right now I'm not sure exactly how to use this, but the number is very less. So I know that there's no storage problem will happen if let us if I store it in int or like whatever. Okay, how do I solve this now? Hmm. Top k frequent numbers. Okay, I've already spent only 2 minutes here. Now, so I didn't look at the hint of the chat GPT. So let me just first just try to solve this without any hint first. How would I do it? Let's see if I not having any hint. Uh, One thing is very clear. To know which number is how many times a number is occurring, I need to pass through this. Uh, okay, so let us say if I just do one pass of it, okay, and I try to keep a map of whatever sort of how many times one appears. Okay, so one appears at so let's just do this one, two, two, three. Okay, so what do I need to do? So I need some format such that I can store how many times each number has occurred. Let's say one has occurred three times, two has occurred two times, three has occurred one time. One thing is very clear, until we are able to somehow store this format, Then only what next step we could do is actually we can sort based on the second number here. So now let us say if I'm able to create a pair, let us say like this. So 1 comma 3, 2 comma 2. So in this case, it's by default like 1 is already sorted kind of thing, 1, 2, 3. But let's just assume that it's not. So now at this step, what we need to do is sort based on the second number of the array, which is 3, 2, 1. Now, obviously, once we sort based on the second number, the output will actually be the same here. So let's just paste this again. And now when we have this output format, assuming this is sorted based on the second number, then we just simply do is actually because how many times is k is there, we just pass through 1 and 1 and then form this. Okay, okay. See, because I'm doing it after a long time, there's a lot of Java properties, not properties, functions which can be used. So what I will do, I will simply first write whatever comes to my mind. I'll give it to ChatGPT and then see if my syntax is right or not. There's no coding ID that I'm using here, at least for now. Cool. So first question is how do I create this pair? Uh, we know that the number range is okay. I do not want to. Okay, I'm not sure if I should create a map here also. If people have any suggestion, they can give here. I have only 14 minutes left now, so let's see if I can do it faster here from here. I still have taken no hint for now, at least for the first pass. Hmm. I would suggest, see again, this is not like a tutorial kind of a thing where I know all the answers and I'm like telling you the answer exactly. Okay. So what the best way to utilize this is actually you try the problem yourself also along with me. If you're trying the problem yourself along with me, then only it will work best for you because I will be also trying and I will be also slow. Okay, so I get one hash map and sort by values. Okay, yeah, I thought that also. Yes, because that's where. Okay, good. Thank you, Dinesh, for the hint here. Uh, so okay, let's just do it again. Okay, let's just say if I just create hash map. Mm. So there was one reason I was not trying to create hash map because, but again, let's just not go there. Just do what we have right now. So if we have this integer, then traverse the map till bro, you are giving all the answers. No worries. Thank you. Uh, okay, let's see. Okay, so okay, frequency okay is equal to new hash map here. Now what you want is just to go through all the numbers int I in nums, and now for each number what I want. I'm assuming if I put this I in the integer it will work. Not caring much here again. So one thing is very clear. So let us say if frequency dot this is something that I learned actually yesterday because yesterday I was doing frequency dot contains. So compute if absent I. If the I is present, if not, there was something like this. Compute if absent I. Okay, see again. So I again have a problem with this. I'm not able to always use this because I am always confused with this format of here. So let me just do it my way. Okay. So just see if frequency dot contains key I. If it contains key, else doesn't contains key. If it contains key, then what we simply need is frequency dot put I, comma frequency dot get I plus 1. Okay, if it is already there, if it is not there, then what I'm going to do is frequency dot put I and let's say 1, because that's the one occurrence that we have already found here. Okay, now at this stage, what we see till now, we are not running the code. Okay, we will not be running the code, like we'll only be submitting it directly, because that's what how the interview goes. Okay, so I think by this time, what I have is this frequency. What we'll do is it will actually this map kind of map I would get here. Now, once I have this, now this second part is the see. Now I at a high level I know that there needs to be sorting needs to be done. Okay, but what I do not know is actually how do I sort a hash map. If but so what I'm going to do is just let me just assume that for now this particular is giving me a way to sort from the second value. Okay, one thing we know is that this is sorting is whatever if we're doing sorting, this is going to be n log n kind of thing. Okay, now see this is how it's done. Again, I don't know everything, but what I know is sorting. Okay, we'll learn how to sort hash values when I give it to my ChatGPT. Then I will be able to know. But for now, I'm assuming this is how I'm sorting. But again, based on the second value. So one thing I know, there is some arrays dot sort function also. So right now, what the only thing I don't know is how to sort the how to like, is there even sorting required in the hash map actually? Like, does the hash map provide this kind of sorting? I don't know. So now we will learn this also better way. But see, what we are doing is that again, with this bare information, we know what we need to do. We'll learn the how to do it kind of thing. So let's just say now once it is sorted, what we need is now I don't know how to. Okay, does the hash map also work in the indexing format also? That I also don't remember. And that was one of the reason I was not very keen on actually using the hash map here. Okay, okay. So consider output get default, get or default. Good. Thanks, Dinesh. Thanks. Uh, we'll do this. See, now here. Okay, see, there's 8 minutes left now here. What we need now is for okay. So again, if assuming the frequency is sorted, bro, can I do it? Does hash map like has this like indexing thing? No, I don't remember it. It should not have indexing thing. So maybe hmm, there's no sorting here actually. Like okay. Oh, but what I can do? Oh. Okay, so let me do this. Okay, so what I can do is okay. Let's just create this int arr. Okay, let's just say for okay, and can I go through the each iterator also? Yeah. Uh, okay, it is PQ priority queue. Oh, nice. This is the priority queue actually. Okay, now I know. Little bit. See, I have been like 1 year old with this whole coding thing at least, and before that I did it like 10 years back. This coding, bro. Okay, sorry, I am kind of stuck. I'm going to take ChatGPT help here. We need to sort. Okay, first we need to store it in somehow. Okay, so let us say, but see, the main one problem that I'm having is here is that how do I uh, traverse a hash map? Okay, so let us say traversing a hash map, put the values in the in array kind of thing, like this kind of array, and then sort array, and then get first k elements. So see, right now I have been not been able to do this. So now what I'm going to do is just paste this code that I have written even the direct code. So this is like again, this is like a failed interview for me now. But we are learning now. So now let me just first see what is the hint now. 6 minutes remaining. Okay. So what I think is okay, good. Count frequency map using integer, good. Bucket. Oh, so now what thing list integer buckets is equal to new list n. For each num f, put them into buckets. Work from high frequency to low until size equal to k. So this is what I did. I just put here. Time taken again approximately. So ChatGPT again. What ChatGPT is doing here is that just 0.6 22 minus 22 minutes timer was there minus 6 in any place you hesitated. Yes, a lot of places you will get from my code. Okay, good. You started and stopped exactly where the key pattern begins. Bucket heap. That's normal first time. Let's finish it with bucket row. I'll keep it tight. Fix your current compile issue. Okay, no, no. Now complete with the bucket here. You already have the frequency. Okay, what they're saying is we already have the frequency here. Integrated solution, don't rewrite everything. Paste the final working code here. Okay, the point is that okay, let's just see what they're trying to do here now at this point of time. What they're doing is they've created a list of integers of num.length. Okay, okay, assuming let us say like each number is unique. If each number is unique, then you have this length integer. Now going through the entry set. Okay, this is this again. I don't want to do it with map here for now. Okay, can we try to do this without using map? Again, why map? Because again, there's so many other things like this frequent entry set which I know I will forget. So let's see if we can find a way to do this question without using the map. Yes, but only if you accept a trade-off. Okay, we get convert value. Okay, without a map, the only practical options are sort first, no map. Oh, nice. One pass to build the array values. Then you get top K. This is clear and acceptable, but slower than the bucket map. Okay. Option B is use array frequency table. No map, still n. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. So let me tell you what problem I have this. I have this. Okay. I think let's just go back here. Yeah. But there was no map created. Why is this okay? Frequency dot entry set. Oh, why this is okay. So this is actually telling me how do I traverse a map, and this is where I was stuck also. So how do I traverse a map is this frequency dot entry set here actually. And now what they're doing actually, they're just traversing this, and then what you have in my buckets table, you actually have that format which I was going to sort. Okay. Now there's no sorting done here for num buckets here. Okay. Hey, I know I'm going to go round and round and round. This is going to happen again because I don't have a solution already in my mind. This is the real how in reality it goes actually. Okay, so one thing I have understood exactly at least is that how do I traverse a map? Now let's say if I know how to traverse a map, will I be able to do it? Okay, but there was no sorting used here. So let's go back here now. So one thing we know is let's just say how to traverse a map. Okay. So now for what they say is integer integer e frequency dot entry set. This is very weird. This is frequency dot entry set thing, but cool, no worries. Let's see. Now what I'm doing is okay. Now I am able to at least know how to traverse a map. We last time we were clear how to put things in the map. Now we are learning how to traverse a map here also for it. See, this is day one, so we will do it faster in day two. Now, once we are doing this, what we need to do is actually create a. Okay, now if I can create this kind of array in this. Okay, in ChatGPT recommended me to create this list. Okay, so now why list actually? Because so that I can array, I can just put these two values directly. Okay, cool. But let's see. Okay, I'm going to try differently. I'm going to do this like this way. Equal to frequency count equal to new int. Okay, now one is length 2 and the other length here is we have this nums. Now nums dot length. So we have exactly of the same length. We have this. I'm okay. I know I saw in ChatGPT solution that there should be nums length dot plus one. I'm not sure why would I do it for now. So I'm not going to do it for now. Okay. Okay. So now what we can do? Okay. So at least time is up now. So this is all now extra time. Hmm. Okay. So frequency count. Now we have this. Now what we can do this is there has to be like an I here for this also. So let's just create this one int I equal to 0 kind of a thing. Now if now int key is equal to e dot get key, int value is equal to e dot get value. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So now I have the key and the value. What I'm going to do is store this in this frequency count of I. 0 will be the key and frequency count of 1 would be the value here. I hope what I'm doing is like, see, what I'm doing is very slow. Okay, so everybody has time here now. So if you are here still watching, I'm sorry if it felt is feeling as a waste of time, but this is what it is, at least in this stream. Uh, okay, so we have this frequency count now here at least. Good. Okay, now what do we do? What should be the next step here? We have this already. So put the values in the array. Okay, so we did this also. We know the pseudocode at least. Now, one thing I'm not getting here in the Chinese solution, they have like, I don't know, they're just doing some for loop. I'm not exactly trying to understand it, but for me, it seems weird. And why? Because I have not counted this. Like this has to be somehow sorted here now. So now one thing I know is that array.sort works now, but it doesn't work in a way. See, if let us say if this would be like a single index integer, like this is a single array. Let us say if this would be like an array like this only. Okay, then it would have worked. Okay. But because it is this format, there somehow I need to tell sorting has to be done on which key. Okay, so here I'm going to put one. I don't know. No, go to sort the array this based on second index. Okay, Get first k elements. Hmm. Hmm. How do I get this first k elements then? If it is sorted, then obviously I can just uh, for loop here kind of thing. I equal to 0 and I less than blah blah 2 with k here, I plus create a result array here, create result to new int k. And then what you can do, just put result of I is equal to frequency count of I or 0, and then you have this return this frequency count, not return result. Now let's see if we can get this here. Let's see ChatGPT to review this. Cool, you are midway. You can finish this quickly. Two path. Path recommended for meta. See, what I'm going to do is actually simply still going to follow my current direction of what intuitively I am doing or what I'm thinking right now instead of actually, and then we will see what is the most optimized way. So if people here are like looking for like fast, quick solution for it, then maybe this would not help you. Uh, but okay, this is still I'm doing for me only, so good. So now what I need to exactly understand exactly how to just do. Oh, this is it. See, this is what I had forgotten. How to actually when you okay. So if you just do directly this frequency count, then you could do this. Now, if you have two numbers here, then inside the because it is a double array here now, then you can tell which to compare for exactly. So here comparison has to okay decrease by frequency here. Hmm. Okay, so A, B is not the two index one. It's just like when two different frequency counts of index 0, index 1 is comparing, then the comparing is actually based on the not the zeroth index of it, but the first index of it. Okay, so now let's see this, how this works. Hmm. Okay, so let me do this. Array dot sort hi Pramit Bhar. Hmm. Hey, I'm not sure if anybody is still here or not. Anybody still here? Let me just go still. People left because I think they came to have like a good learning session, but this is more like a working session for me also. So sorry. Now, so we have to sort this frequency count based on this comma b integer dot compare. Hmm. So okay, right now what I do not know exactly how to decide whether to put the first one A first or B first is also something I'm not very clear on. Because see, one thing actually gives you the descending and other thing will give the ascending order. Okay, and that is okay to forget. Don't worry. Okay, let's see if this code is right. Okay, there are some compiling issue that I will fix. Let's say. Hmm, okay, so one compile issue, let's say, is there is new hash map. Uh, oh, this is a typo here. There's a typo here. Actually, I had made this new hash map. You can see. Okay. Hmm. Contains key. I have misspelled. See, these are the kind of issues that contains key. Hey, isn't it right? Oh, I have written constraints instead of contains key. Okay, and the frequency count should be sized by frequency dot size, not num dot length. Bro, there is no. Oh yes, because see the number of unique elements is already here, na. Oh, bro, see how many mistakes I did. Let's see. Let's see if this is good. Okay, so frequency dot length is there's nothing called it's actually hash map has this size thing. Okay, learned this today. Wrong type in for loop. Hmm. Why? Oh, it has to be map dot and I was thinking about it, because hey, okay, second mistake. See, how many mistakes I did. Missing I plus plus in the loop. It is there, but it was actually a distance one. Okay, let's see again. Scope result must be inside the method and don't declare I in the for loop. Use J. Why? Ah, because I have already used I above. Okay, sorry. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, now let's see if I have the right answer or not. Okay, I still have this issue here. Oh, I'm not doing this increment of I here also after I do this. See, when you are not running the code now and just actually just typing it like raw dogging it on a text editor, these are the kind of mistakes that you do, and you have to make sure you not do it. But okay, once you make the same mistake enough times, you will not make it again. Okay, your braces are still wrong. Return result must be inside the method, and you shouldn't close the class with your. Okay, this is the problem actually. Bro, please let's see if this is not right. Okay, so finally I was able to do it. Okay, but maybe not in the good way. Okay, we couldn't do it in good way. Next time we'll keep the best. No, we'll do it today only. See, I will keep on doing this till 11 p.m. So let me see what exactly we did for this question. Again, this is not a very optimal solution, but this is like what we could think of the first way. Okay. What we need is wanted to count the number of occurrence. To count the number of occurrence, what you do is use the hash map to count the number of occurrence here. Now, if I could just use the priority queue and just do the sorting of and updated the priority queue would be already updating it, na? Priority queue, I think allows little bit similar to the hash map thing of adding value. Again, see, I don't remember anything now. So let's just try not to like make anything up. Okay, so what I know I could do here is that okay, I use the hash map to actually count the frequency. Good. Now I use this, which is hash plotted. Now I remember this now. How to traverse today I learned what I learned today is how to traverse a particular map. Let us say now reset and then map dot entry. Okay. Then now what I learned today. So the things I learned today is how to again this I already knew. How to traverse a map I learned today. I won't say I learned today. I say I again remembered it today and again because I had forgotten it. And the second thing I learned or remembered today is how to sort, let us say, a 2D array based on the index. Now, okay. Now let's okay. So now I agree. Okay, now just tell him that okay. So I learned how to traverse map and how to use sort for more complex structure like 2D array. This is we learned today. Okay, but we don't have. Okay, now let's learn with you how to make this meta acceptable and why my code is currently not optimal, is currently not optimal for meta. Hmm. So why it is not optimal first? Let's understand what your code does. Your code count frequencies. Okay, so to count the frequency, actually it takes a order n here. Yes, it does it. Now convert to array of size m unique numbers. Okay, and then sort frequency. Makes sense. Yes, good. And sort of frequency. So let us say n is the number of elements in the initial array. M is the number of unique numbers in that array. And then because I use sorting, then the m log m comes in here. The m log m is exactly what is the non-optimal part. See, now because you had to sort here, that's why this was the m log m is not the optimal part here. In worst case, meta often nudges for an order n solution when the output is top k frequency because frequency is bounded by n. Hmm. Okay. No. Okay. So now what they are saying is the bucket. So I think somebody had mentioned the bucket sort in the comment. I don't know. I think because they had mentioned priority queue at least here. So again, now I am going to say I have completely forgot what is bucket sort. Like I have zero remember of what is bucket sort. And but let's see if I can try to think about it. Yeah, leave it. Okay. Now let's see what exactly are they saying to do. Okay. So what they're saying is they're still asking that you should still implement the frequency. Okay. See, the first two part was still good. Yeah. Main problem in the optimal part is that because I actually sorted it completely, and because I used the sorting part, then whole m log m thing was done. Okay. So if you see here, people in code in the comment actually they mentioned the priority queue here, and from what I remember, priority queue would also be like not better than this m log m thing. Okay. Priority queue also would be n log n only. Okay. So then the whole point is that what exactly is the bucket sort here? Okay, list integer buckets. Okay, num dot length. Fill buckets from this. Scanning from num dot length dot down. Paste to bucket. I don't. Oh, if I can actually fill the bucket from the next set. No, no. Okay, so let me simply say, hey, I have completely forgot bucket sort principles. So this is what is happening right now. I have completely forgotten bucket sort. Okay, so now it will help me to. Okay, instead of sorting, we group by frequency. Okay, so we did this. Now using bucket by frequency. So index is equal. Okay, array. So now it is actually telling me to use the frequency as the index, and that's what the bucket is actually. Okay, so bucket one is three, bucket two is two, bucket three is one. Scale from sorry, high frequency to low until k elements. Oh, this is the point, bro. This is the point. Okay, now again, I'm not reading the code what ChatGPT is giving me. I'm going to write it now. Okay, so now let's do is okay. Okay, so again, the only part which was making worst part is this sorry short thinking. Okay, so let's just keep other thing as it is now. We already have this whole frequency thing created now already. What we just need is okay. So one thing is okay. So there was one thing mentioned here, the nums dot length and nums dot I. So nums dot length is actually telling me that my array cannot be okay, my any frequency the actually frequency value cannot be greater than the nums dot length. Okay. Let us say if okay now the bucket comes here. Now let's just create this bucket. Okay, is equal to new int. Now it should be nums dot length plus one. Hey, I know there are like few people's watching here. If anybody can just comment or like just write something in this chat part here, uh, do let me know, please. Uh, but okay, if you don't type there, but if you can, this is where I am telling you to type. Let me show you this. See here. This is where I'm asking you to type. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So once we have this bucket, now what we do is again just go through this frequency count for I equal to 0, I less than frequency count dot length I plus plus, and I'm just going to make this k. I because I have a habit of using I in the loop. Let's say remove this k here. So now what we are simply doing is putting this bucket frequency count of I and the first element, and there in that frequency I'm going to put the oh, see, I learned something today. Again, this is what. If anybody has problem like understanding this part, let me know. Now, what we need to do is result k. Instead of doing this, we have this result for again int I equal to buckets dot length -1, I greater than equal to 0, I greater than equal to 0, I plus plus again. Now if bucket of I is not equal to 0, bro, it could have been 0. Now this is where it is. So one thing I also need to do make sure is that it is there a way, because see the num I, okay, so one thing again in case I'm saying is that if 0 is also the value, okay, so let us say if 0 is occurring more than like a lot of time, so can I, is there a way to actually initialize this thing, bucket thing? Hmm, again nothing again. Okay, let's just assume this. Okay, so I see one bug here, and that bug is actually when that the number which is actually increasing very is at high frequency is actually 0. Okay, so let's just not mm, not sure what to do now. Hmm. If anybody is doing this question with me, let me know. This is the problem now. Just switching now. Key. Hmm. Let's just do this one now. Not equal to. Oh, hey, let me do this also now. See, I know that there is the value here is from -4 to d power 4. Okay, so now what may do is if I make it integer, then is the default value 0 or the default value null? I don't know. I don't remember. Okay, the point is that what I need to know is which of the one was initialized here. Okay, so one thing that again I can do, again, let me just do this. Okay, let us say int I equal to 0. Okay, there should be a single command to update did the value here. So what I'm going to do is initialize all the value of bucket here with this I plus plus. I'm going to initialize this whole value with the number which is not even present, because the range is 10 to the power 4. Then I'm going to put 10 to the power 4 like 1 2 3 1. Okay, now so our simple question is if bucket of I is less than this value, then you what you have is result of, I know there will be some way to optimize it, but we'll come to it later. Okay, we'll say result of okay, now this index here. Okay, result index is equal to bucket of I, and we'll do index plus plus also. If index is greater than, even greater than equal to k, so it's like 0, if k is 2, then the index has to be only 0 and 1. Okay? So I know this code is becoming very messy. We'll improve it. We'll like again write it again. Oh, hello anonymous. I just break the loop. Let's see. Nice attempt. You remembered the code idea. Good. Thank you. ChatGPT told me to. Told me, gave me a nice attempt. Okay. No, you declared k inside the method. Okay. The overrides parameter k that breaks everything. Okay. Ah, sorry. I have this k thing here, na. Yeah. Okay. This is the problem with this naming. If you just name it with just one alphabet here, actually, this is always going to problem. Okay. So let us say index one. Okay. Override up. Okay, okay. What is this? Multiple numbers can save the same frequency. This, not a single int. Oh, you write the morning contest questions. Weren't you able to solve? No, bro. I don't do the contest actually. I am like starting this preparation for like only now. So I'm just going through the like, simple questions now. No, no contest questions. I'm doing right now. Sorry. Okay. Is this? But multiple numbers can share the same frequency. Okay. You use Sentinel. This not written. This key values can be. I know, but the cluster structure is this list. Oh, so okay. Okay. See, I'm not going to take the ChatGPT code here, but I'm still going to use it to understand a bit. The meta correct packet structure. Hmm. Hmm. Yes, it was right. It's the right thing to say that we should not. Okay, one thing I didn't took into account. See. Okay, I can see how many mistakes I'm making at least now, today at least. List of teacher. I don't get this. Array of integers, and each side this array, you have this array of list actually. Okay, new list. What is this? Good way to assign it? Okay, it seems like a good way. Okay. So let me tell you, I used Sentinel because because now when I use this now there is no, I get it now. The list is empty now, na. Actually, okay. I don't need this now actually. Good. So now this has to be created. Okay, so now I have this. Okay. Now let's say okay. So now we are going from in this frequency count thing where we had this created this frequency thing. We need to create this bucket now. Okay. So now what we're going to do is bucket of frequency count. index 1 and the frequency of that, which is also 1. Now in that, what I will do is add. And what will I add? I'll add the frequency count 0. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Now I have this list. Okay, dot length. Okay. Okay. So what I was able to do, I was able to create this map frequency. I was able to use this map to create this frequency count index, parsing to the map. So order n here, order m here. M is the unique number of elements here, and then I could just actually go through it again and put it in the bucket of frequency. Now what simply I need to do, I can just use the from the last side. I'll just parse it, and if list is empty, question is here this. Hmm, if bucket at this I or is empty, it is not empty. Let's see if it is not empty. Okay. So now then I have to actually get the arrays complete list here and put it in the result. So now then again I need a iterator for list. Okay. So now this is where I'm going to take help here. Okay. Hmm. Okay. I need to assign it also, bro. Okay, because it is a long list actually of integers. So the now array can be null. Previously it was int, so I was thinking that there has to be a default value also. Bro, this is like literally stressful, bro. Like trying to do this while streaming. Even though I know that I'm like I still because of this streaming, I'm still like doing it now. I'm still doing it, but this is stressful, bro. From what I've understood, this is not like very streaming is not very easy thing. But now you know why I would be failing my interviews at least this way. Hmm. So this question is supposed to be an easy one, even though it's mentioned in medium, but it's supposed to be easy for me, and it took me a long time. Did this good? Did this good? Now the problem is that if bucket is empty, see, this is what it's trying to tell me. अरे ये यहीं पर बढ़ा रहा है क्या? ये क्या बोल रहा है? अच्छा ये बोल रहे हैं फ्रीक्वेंसी काउंट वाले गाने ज्योति नहीं करके है। मैं क्या फ्रीक्वेंसी काउंट क्रिएट कर रहा हूँ भाई? ओके लेट्स सी if bucket of value is equal to null, value is equal to new array list. Okay. Hmm, still thinking about it now. feel sad, bro. Now, you know why I feel sad? Because I've been not been able to do this question since so long. It is more than like 1 hour now, and nothing. Okay. This is difficult for me a little bit, but let me try again. How about using a hash map? Yes, I am using a hash map here first to count the frequency. See, counting the frequency is done. Now, what I need to do is actually because the maximum amount of the frequency is actually going to be on 10 to the power 5, and that's where the bucket thing comes. So instead of actually having to sort based on frequency, what we're trying to do is actually store this value here, like somewhere in the bucket directly. So let us see if something is a frequency like 10 to the power 5, we'll have this. So I'm going to do this now. Bucket is okay. Now, if it is not null, now bucket value then dot add key. That's it. Now what I need to do is actually go through this bucket length from this. If it is not empty, okay, this is where I'm also getting a little bit confused how to do this. Okay, so let's see now here. Hmm. Okay, so there has to be one more for loop now. Like that's the point. That's what I was understanding here actually. So so if bucket is not empty, so that's where the edge is coming. Like if bucket is null, then continue. Otherwise, do this. So for int num buckets. Okay, get it. For int n of bucket I. Mhm. Now put result index plus plus equal to n, and if index is equal to k, break. Oh, I know I'm still making mistake, but let's see if I'm making any more mistake here now. I know I'm making the mistake, bro. And why I know this? Because I don't know what to say now here. This is almost a perfect bucket solution, but just one null safety bug and one small stop condition here. Okay, your bucket I can be null. It is not empty. Oh, so what instead of doing this, it's just telling me that oh, actually instead of doing this, say if bucket I is equal to null, and then is continue, continue, and if it is not, then it is just here by default. Okay, makes sense. Anything else? Any other bug that I have in this code? Stop outer loop once you collected k. Okay, I think the point is that like you can actually have the easiest change the for loop header. Only we make only inner loop and add an outer condition. Okay, let's see. Makes sense, I think. Not less than, yeah, it has to be less than k. Yes, you're right. The point is okay. So it's been a long time where I actually added these two conditions in the for loop here, but it's a condition, so it can happen. And index is less than k. Let's see now. Hmm. Bro, this was very difficult, bro. This was very difficult for me. I think maybe because I'm doing this after a long time now. That's why only. Nothing more. No other reason. Should we write this again? For memory again. Let's write this again. Let's just remove this. Okay. So now, because I've already like solved it in a bit way, now is the time where if let us say if you just want to listen to me and about a solution, then I can tell you because again I have already spent like last 1 hour 15 minutes just on this question, learning it. Now what you're doing here is the first question again. The question is again count the frequency here and sort it somewhere and give the output let us say of the top k. So now first thing is we talk to actually have the frequency and again to try to have the frequency we need the hash map here. So now first thing is needed is hash integer, comma integer, frequency equal to new hash map. Okay, for int I equal to 0, I less than so okay, instead of doing this int I is nums, what we have is frequency. We need to just update the frequency of. It is okay if I crack the logic, but use AI to help me with some syntax because I don't know how to get the key value using the part. Yes, bro, that's the part. Like that's what I do also, na. See, later if you see, you actually joined a bit late. Let me just show you what exactly the first code I was right. I had given this. Uh, the point is that what are you doing in the learning? So this is the first code I gave. See this. If I hope you're able to see this. See, what I gave them this is just I wrote this little bit. I knew that I need to count the frequency. Now I forgot how to traverse a hash map, and I didn't know how to. So I was trying to do the sorting also here. So then slowly I am coming to solution. It's not that like in like first 5 minutes I have the solution here. In the first 5 minutes you will have the solution only let us say after practicing multiple times. But cracking the logic is the first part to move ahead. One thing that we are doing here with this AI also is that I'm not ever actually typing this code. Yo, my screen isn't updating. Why? Okay. Why would this not update? Okay. Let me actually give you. Uh, the OBS is running. Wait, I'm trying to see why the screen is not updating. Stuck at 9:53. I don't care about this. I do care about this. Okay, I can see in the OBS that my screen is not. So what do I do here for this? Should I just stop and restart this? Okay, I stopped the screen capture for now. Let me try to start it again. Hey, why is it still not working like this? Okay. Hey, if I type here, okay, I can see that my screen is not updating. Sorry, bro. This is my not something I do very frequently. So this is OBS is like a open source thing. It's not a paid one. So change scenes, change scene. Okay, let me see if I can do something here. Scene 2. Okay, so I deleted this. I used to remove the scene. Yes, macOS audio capture. Okay, cancel. Okay, so now it is working again. Audio capture. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. I'm audible now? Yeah, I think now the screen is visible. Now the screen, now it's not frozen now. So can you tell me? Now it's working, I think. The screen is also being shown. And okay, the only thing not working now would be the camera thing actually. So device. Okay. This time the camera. Hmm. I think it might be working now. Okay. So now tell me if it is working. Can you please confirm? Can you see the chat GPT screen? Meta screen at least now. And my mouse is scrolling also. No, no. Okay, bro. Hmm. Should I stop streaming and then start it? It the OBS. It seems to me it is working. Okay. Oh, preview. Okay, this is preview screen. This is program screen. Lock preview. Preview scaling. Wait, 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 wait. Hey, bro. Scale filter order. Blah, blah. Okay. There's so many things here which I have to learn for to even do this actually. Okay. How do I do this now? Transition. Hello. Hello. Now it is working, bro. Okay, there was a mic aux thing which was very low set. Hello. Hello. हेलो 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 जब फोन की घंटी बजती है तो कहते हैं हेलो ऑडियो इनपुट कैप्चर is now working. Yes, thank you, bro. Like, you taught me how to use OBS now today. Thank you. Okay, no, okay, because see, there's nobody here I think is watching this stream, so I think it's just you only who is watching it actually. So okay, So let me tell you what I'm going to do. Okay, I have already spent like 1.5 hours actually doing the same question, and I have just deleted all the code, and I'm not going to do it again. So you can tell me or type here is that of like if I don't know if you have any suggestion on how do you want to understand it, because I have like spent already 1.5 hours to understand this question and how to do it and all the pitfalls I've done. So either I can just tell you everything which I know at this point, or try to tell you like all the pitfalls and everything. Because there is a lag, I will wait for the comment, or maybe I should not. This way everything is becoming very slow. No worries. Okay, let me just do it. Okay, so hash map now. Okay, why we took hash map first? Because we want to find the k frequent elements. Now for this one, I need to go is int I with nums. So we are going to use each number here. Now what simply we want to do is get use the number as the key. Okay, what I did was made a linked hash map, then frequencied them in key value pairs. Hmm, seems like a good idea. It's just that I don't know how to create linked hash map. And if you already know this code, then good, bro. Then if you already know the solution, then there's nothing that I can teach you here now. I am still learning this. So let me at least do this for my sake, at least for now. Okay. Okay. So now what we know to do is if frequency dot contains key I, then frequency dot put nums no, I comma frequency dot get I plus 1. Okay, else hey, no, I didn't know. I did one similar to this, but not this one. I'm only second year BTech right now, putting Python. Okay, no worries. Like, doesn't matter which year you bro. It like for 12-year experience also this is still difficult. So it will remain difficult until you do it practice somehow. Okay, so brought the max value of the vanilla construct, had it in the answer area, then updated the value to read it k times as there are k uniques. I'm not sure if you're asking a question or just telling something here. So again, I'm going to just focus on this writing solution. Okay. So again, there's an easier way for this, but I always type it incorrectly. That's why I'm not doing it. So now is put I comma 1. I know there's a smaller way or easier way to this. But again, let me do this one now. Okay, so now what we have is here we'll get the frequency here now. Now once we have the frequency here, one thing we know here is that the maximum frequency would be if all numbers are same. Okay, so then the maximum frequency would be the length of this. Okay, so now I'm going to create a bucket. Now again, why bucket? Because for with each frequency we can actually have multiple. Let us say, okay, there can be numbers which have the same number of frequency here. That's why we have the list here, list of integer का array. ठीक है ब्रो, इसका array बना दिया अपने. New new list. Okay, now we want to do is actually create the bucket here now with the frequency. For that, what I need to do is parse the map. That is also I didn't remember it. I used ChatGPT to actually do this. So we have this map entry, integer, integer, e is equal to frequency dot entry set. We have this int key is equal to e dot get key. This int value is equal to e dot get value. Okay, hopefully somebody is finding it helpful. Okay, so now we have the key and the value. Okay, now what we simply need to do is find the bucket. So let us say if bucket of that value, because see, we have this integer now, so it's like the default bucket would be like zero, like sorry, not zero, not null. Okay, and see here the value. What we want to do is bucket val is equal to new array list. Okay, now what we do is again bucket val. What we need to do is add the key now. So I hope you are getting this conscious coder. I hope at least. Why I did this. If you not, let me know. I will go through this what exactly and why exactly I'm doing this. I'm like my like cross eyeing and seeing the screen where I can see the comments also, like chat, not comments. Okay, so we have this. Now what we can do is now okay. So what we have the bucket now. Now we just need to do is parse the bucket from the back. That's it. Now for equal to zero. No, not zero. Like buckets dot length. Hey, we didn't put the length of the bucket here also, bro. The length of the bucket should be nums dot length plus one. Why? Because if it is one, the index would be zero. What we want the index to be one actually for the one. That's why. So let us say if nums dot length is 10, we want to use index 10, not like index 9. That's why nums dot length plus one. Because when we have the 11, like 10, then num dot 10 length plus one is 11, and then we get the index 10. So now we have this buckets dot length minus one for the index part. I minus minus no, I less than I greater than 0 and okay, so we have this index for k. We have this index 0 and we already have this k. Okay, our index should be less than k and I minus minus. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, good. Thank you for being here. But again, be here if it is helpful only. I don't want, I would not feel good if you're not getting any value out of this. Okay, so now see, so I have this now bucket dot length here. Now what I'm doing is in going from the bucket from the reverse, and now what we simply need to do, if that bucket of that I is equal to null, then we just continue. If no, not if no, no, it is not then we have this int, not n, what should the int v, just say v buckets I here. We want to actually get the result array also here. Result equal to new int result k. Okay, and result dot index plus plus would be equal to v if index, because see, if it happens inside this now, if index is greater than equal to k. Hmm. Break. And now return result. I think you're done. I'm not going to do this. I'm just going to see if it's right or not. Let's see. Bro, never ask me to paste. Consider put, will get one. Hey, what did I do? Anything wrong here? Kya? Oh, I did this. Sorry. Okay. And list integer nums length. No, this here. Oh, see, that's how you make mistake. Very easy here. New list. You don't need this actually here. Okay. Any other bug I did? Okay. Entry syntax loop. Entry set. Okay. Map.entry integer e. Entry set. What did I do here? Map.entry integer. Oh, I use this word equal to. Let's see. Okay. Let's see now. See, yesterday I was able to do like I think three questions in like 2 hour period, like easily. Today I did whole question in one. Okay, this is still wrong here. Extra this in the line. What the fuck, bro? What am I doing wrong here every time? Let me again see this frequency dot this get this put plus one. This is right, na? And why it was saying wrong previously? You have this get I plus here. What am I doing wrong here, bro? Put put I comma frequency dot get I plus one. Bro, you only told me I am doing something wrong here. Okay, let's try again. See. I mean, I can run the code, but I'm actually trying not to run the code actually because you don't get to run the code during these interviews actually. Like you have this just pad, so it's like that's what I'm trying to do. Like I'm trying to just sticking with the sample test case again. So this is a conscious decision I'm trying to do here. Like I'm not actually trying to use the run option here. I'm trying to see if I can write the code just by raw dogging it directly. That's it. Awesome. There's one more remaining issue here. What the fuck? Still, you declared bucket, but still use buckets. See, see, these are the kind of errors. Hey, you just make these buckets. See, perfect. Now, see, now even without running the code, I was able to write the code. Even again, we took multiple feedback loops, and that's what we are trying to do, improve in like next 30 days, let's say. See, this first day is going to be first. I think I know in this first 10 to 20, 10 to 15 days is going to be like this only, like where maybe one question is going to take the whole time. The real game starts after the 20th date when we have done this. So now let us say, and this ChatGPT thing is actually helping me now. It's asking me to tell, okay, what is the complexity of this? So okay, let's just look at the code and figure out the complexity here. Okay. So think of the ChatGPT is the interviewer here, which is just telling me that, hey, did you raw dog it right or not? You see, we have this order n, we have this order n also, order m, not order n, it's order m actually. So let us say if nums is length of n, then this is order n. Okay, where n is the length of nums. Now this loop is order m. Bro, in the meta na, you get like 45 minutes to write two medium or like one medium, one hard. So there's no running code there. Like you just you raw dog it right. That's what you need to practice here. Where m is the number of unique digits. And then if you see here, this is also like because buckets of length is also is of length of the length of bucket our what is the length of bucket? So again it's order n. So it is order n eventually. Good. Order n is the length of num. Now, why list integer not int? Because multiple numbers can have the same frequency, so single digits. Hmm, good. Okay, this is like 10:45 now, and I only have one person now watching. I could do only. I like did like okay. Do you want me to do another question? Okay. Because we did this like wrote it, made mistake, and finally wrote out it correctly at the end. Okay. Mock two lumps carry 3 minutes. I'll pick tomorrow. Pick tomorrow mock. No, I will do it today. Bro, conscious coder. Do you want me to do another question? If yes, select these questions. Product of array itself or parenthesis or B. Which one do you want? Tell me. Any? I'm just trying to make sure that it's even a bit useful for you. That's why I'm asking you. I think B we can solve today. Okay, bro. Let's see. See, in the B best group anagram is just something is actually I already did yesterday. So should I just do this as fast as possible kind of thing? Or should I do this one? Best time to buy and sell. Because then it will take some time for me. Like group anagram, I already solved it, so it will at least like it will be like practice for me, and you will also see this. Hey bro, then do you want me to solve this? Then should I solve this? Hey, if you're aware of something, now let's solve this. You say yes, and I will make sure you go today after learning the well parenthesis completely. Just say yes. Cool. So let's start well parenthesis. Okay. This is the last code. Okay. So now, given a string containing just characters. Okay, let's just start timer also. Okay. Within 20 minutes, but let's see how fast we can do it. Okay. Given a string is containing just the character this. Okay, there's like multiple types of. Determine if the string input string is valid. Okay, good. Pin brackets must be closed. Close. Pin bracket must be closed in the correct order, obviously. Must be closed by the same type bracket, obviously. Every closing bracket has a corresponding bracket at the same time. Good. Determine if the string is valid. Hmm. This seems simple to me actually. You know why? Let's see. Okay. So what we have is a string. Okay. Uh, let's just take a sample string like this. Okay. Now, if something is open, let's say I have this three type of string here. So let's say open one type, open two, and open three. Okay. What you need to just do is like, okay, go through this. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe I'm just making very sounding it very simple here, but let's see. This is open, open one, count increased, clone zero. Now this came here. Let us say. So not important. I put it here. Now, if let us say as soon as you get a something as open as close and open is actually zero, then you say false at that point of time. If not, open one, open two, open three, and open four. I don't know why it feels very simple to me, bro. Let's see. Okay. So first is char uh, brackets is equal to new equal to h dot to char array. So I now have the array. Okay. So now what I'm going to say is that open one is for this, open two is for this, and open three is for this. Okay. Now let's have this. Hmm, for int I is equal to 0, I less than 6. Again, there are better ways actually. So let me just do this. Char c brackets. Okay. Now, simply, before we do this, we have this int open 1 equal to 0, int open 2 equal to 0, int open 3 equal to 0. Okay. If c is equal to, now this is the part here. Like, okay, what I can do is switch here instead of putting a lot of if else here. Switch c. Now this is a little bit problem with the syntax here, but bear with me. Okay. So if I found this, hey bro, I'm not going to use it because I can have problem with this, so I'm just going to do this. Okay. If c is equal to this, open one plus plus. It seems weird, but okay, just bear with me. Okay. Open two is this one actually. Okay. Open two plus plus one and open three plus plus. This plus is good. What it is. Now, if you this closed, this and this. See, now the only thing we need to check here is that if open one is greater than 0, then open one minus minus, else just return 2, return false. So similarly, we'll do here. Similarly, we'll do here. Open 2 is greater than 0, then we do open 2 minus minus, else return false. Again, because it should not close before if it is not opened. Okay. Then C is again this open 3 is greater than 0, then 3 minus minus, else return false. And if I could just complete this whole thing and just do this, return true. Okay. Now let's do this. Open this. Let's just test it for this one. Open one bracket and close bracket. Okay. Now we are dialing this with this and this. See. So we have first C here. Our first C is equal to this. We came here. Our this open one become one, and again obviously there I can just put this also actually. What it will do is just not do the extra ifs actually. But extra if check. Okay. And right now, should I assume that the string doesn't have anything other than this? Okay, it's already mentioned here, like consists of parentheses only. That's it. So, which I assume that it will always go in one of these loops. One. And no, one more thing here. Return to before I return to here is that if open one is equal to zero and open two equal to zero and open three equal to zero, then I return true, else I return false. Let's see if I wrote out it correctly. Let's see. Okay. See, it in my God, something with stacks and all that experienced some approach which had scared me. See, yes, it is wrong. What I thought. See, good effort, but this approach is not valid for the problem because it ignores ordering. It ignores ordering. What do you mean? Like, okay, forget. First, let's understand why the simple solution is not working. Okay, let's see. Example, okay, let's just see why this will not work. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, you're right, bro. Okay, let's see why this is not working. So this got opened, this got opened, this got closed, and this got. Oh, okay. So now you see why the simple approach is not working here is because what they wanted is actually if something is opening, you see here, na. So now problem here is you see what problem here is that ideally I have this open and this also closed, and this open, this also closed. So as per our logic, this should be correct. See, but this is something which I actually missed in the question itself also. So let me see again. Containing character is this. Determine if the input is valid. Input is valid if open brackets must be closed by the same type of bracket. Okay. Open bracket must be closed in the correct order. Okay. Type. Hmm. Okay. So now we know why this approach is not working now. So now let's try to figure out what can we do. Can we still leverage this kind of approach or not? So no, see, no, see, what I'm going to do, I'm not going to go into stack because you are scared about stack. Okay. So now let's see if we can do this without using the stack actually also. No stacks. Cool. If it cannot be solved without stack, we'll go there. But let's for now try. So what I'm getting is like something if something is opened and then another thing is opened. Okay. Okay. Now I see why stack is needed here actually. So point is that now here why stack is needed. So let us say what is stack? How do I show you stack? Let me show you how stack is this. So let us say I hope you know how to what a stack is actually at least. So what is stack? Let me do it like this. Let me show you this. Wait. I have this now. I had this also with me, but I haven't used it till now actually. So let's use this. Okay. So what is a stack? And why I am coming to this, actually, I will tell you. Uh, Philo principle. First in, last out. Good, very good, bro. Okay, but this is not why we are using it. Okay, again, so good feel. Okay, so again, what I imagine stack is simply is that you put something down, okay, in this order, and because this is closed, the only thing you can take out is from the top. So that means I mean, just like instead of using the word philo or FIFO, because again you'll always forget, but they will years will pass out where you'll always be okay, like, what is it? So again, strike is something which is closed from the bottom. You put something else, and you can only pick something from the top only. Okay. So now what they are saying is that if let us say let's say if stack will solve this or not. Okay. So we had this one. Our question was uh, uh, uh. Okay. So this was our string. So let us say if I put stack here first, here, and I open this, put in this stack. Now the point is that if I'm closing something which is the only thing, like, okay, oh, the only way this, okay, then I'm also thinking about it. So now let us say if this comes, oh, I got it. Okay, okay. So now let's play a game. Okay, now the game is that here is that you have these, this, and this. Now this, whenever an open item comes, you push in a stack. And now when do you remove it? You can only remove this out of the stack if you have this. Okay, so now let us say if we have very simple this, very simple case. Okay, so we have put it in a stack, this, we found the open bracket, we put it in stack. Now the second was this. Now because we found this closed bracket, we check what is in the stack. If in the stack what we have is the open bracket for this, we remove this. So my stack is again empty. Now I have this. So I again put this in my stack. Because I got this closed bracket, the closed bracket can only be useful here. Okay, are you getting it, like again? A closed bracket only makes sense if it is the last, if there is no other bracket left other than the open bracket of it at the top. So the only valid, this open bracket would only, close bracket would only be valid if the top bracket is the open one. Okay. Hey, are you getting this little bit? Because I am getting it a little bit. We will also implement it also now. Also, bro, type something, please. Should I continue in the same way I am going, or should I pause a bit? Yes. Okay. So now this is a game of stacks here. Okay, now. So now let us say again, we'll do this again. So now again, now I'm going to make a stack like this actually instead of using it like this, because like this, I'll make it like this. Okay. So again, let's just do this. Okay. Yes. Let's see how the stack will validate this one. You got one open bracket. You put this in the bracket. Good. You brought second open. If it is open, you again put it. Now you've got a closed one. And you see what is the top closed. If it is the same closed, same open of the same, then you remove it. You removed it. Now when you go there, you see the open, the top one is this closed, open of this closed. You remove it. Now, if by the end of the string, what we did, if my stack is empty, it was a valid string. Are you able to get this part at least? This game of stack that we are playing here, little bit. Yes, no, yes, no. Please type, bro. Please type fast. Wow, yes, good. Okay, so should I write the code or should we again do some dry coding first here? Or should I again explain this little bit? Or should I just start writing the code? Cool, let's go. So first thing, I do not remember the stack structure. So first thing I will do is just ask the chat GPT, bro, I had forgotten how to use the stack. Can you help me use this? Okay. Okay. I want to use stack for this. Is DQ same as stack? I'm also learning, bro. Yes, for interviews, DQ is the preferred stack actually. Why DQ is effectively a stack? What a stack needs? Stack needs a push. Again, what operation does a stack needs? I think there's around 7-10 second delay in your communication. Yeah, bro. Obviously there will be actually because I'm like streaming here. See if okay, I have a better way of doing this later also, but we'll see. Let's first do this question and then we will talk about it. So what does the stack needs? Again, for the game to play a game of stack, what you need is push where we actually put something in the stack, a pop where we remove something from the stack, and then the third thing is called peek where what we do is actually we look at the top item of the stack. Okay, we have three kind of operations again. Push is like putting something in the stack, pop is taking something out, peek is just looking at it. Okay, now point is that this dq character is actually giving me all these three operations, so we know what to use now. Okay, so we have our stack data structure now and how to use it also and how to create it. DEQ characters, blah 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 blah. So now let's write code. Let's just remove all this. Cool. Now DEQ character stack is equal to new array. So this is something again you will remember after some time. And see, even in interviews, na, if you don't remember the name, na, don't worry much about this. Okay, I forgot, but you don't nobody cares about that actually. If you know what you're doing at the end. Okay, so now what we want to do is now for char c in s dot to char array. So what exactly is I converted this into array and then char c and this format just go through all the array here. So now I have this character c here. Now this stack also here also. Cool. So if c is equal to this this open bracket, what we simply do is stack dot push. Oh, I think even if for any one of that actually, it should be like for any open, what we do, our function is same. If it is equal to any of the open bracket, the game that we play is Pushed it. Now, games becomes good when the closed thing comes. Now, if it is closed and stack dot peak peak is equal to, okay, I should not be using this. I should be using this actually for care check. Okay. If C is equal to this and stack dot peak is equal to this, then only we can stack dot pop. Now we removed it. Now I'll do this again 3 times. Similarly, if what I got is this and the stack dot peak is this, then we pop. Or if I got this bucket and the stack dot peak tells me that this is it, what I do is pop. And in case if this is what I've got and the stack dot peak is not this, at that point of time, what we do is else return false. Mm, this is a little bit weird. Let me not do this like this. Okay. Point is now, I think the game is played now. Yes, see. If it was open, we pushed it. Now, if it is closed one, we pick it and we pop it. Now, if it was, let us say, open, sorry, closed, and it didn't go into any of them because it didn't found it actually, then it will just stay there actually. But it do not have to do anything. See, again, I think the only thing what we need to do is this is stack dot is empty, then return true, else return false. Not there is no else here, but yeah, it's return false. I think I'm done. Let's see if I wrote out it correctly. Nice, you have got the core idea. See, no, there's something still wrong here for me. I think there's around 7 10 second delay in my communication. Yeah, I know. Okay, I already read this actually. Okay, no, so you separate ifs and not else if. So after pushing an open bracket, you will check closing condition. Harmless here but messy. Big bug. You never handle mismatches or empty stacks. Oh, and dot stack dot. Okay, yeah, I think we have understood the game here. Now the point is that how to make it like more correct. Okay, so maybe I'm not getting the game correctly. Okay, so let's see. So one thing we did right with this is this. Okay, and the question is this now is once this comes, let me just remove this again. Okay, if this is what is there, let's just say okay, let's just do like this. If and if. Okay, now if it is this open. Oh, one thing I can do here is that and stack out is empty and stack is not empty and stack is not empty and stack is not empty In this case, I just written false. See, if let us say any closing bracket came, okay, and the stack was already empty. So see, if open bracket came, it's already here. But if any of the closing bracket came and my stack is already empty, so again empty, it will always go here inside this. Okay. Now we'll go inside this now. Let's see. And stack is empty. And what we simply do, and stack is and stack dot peak is equal to opening bracket. Okay. What I will do is here is stack dot pop, and let me do this. We'll do this later. Okay. I will remove this also just for sake of simplification for myself at least. First, if C was this and stack is not empty and stack is this and stack is this and stack is this. Pop. Now the point is that if it doesn't go in any of them, I should just directly return false here because my closing bracket, see, every closing bracket has a corresponding open bracket at the same time. This failed here. That's why it comes here. So even here also it should be else if. And here it should be like this. Push. Now, if stack is not empty in the end, we should run true. Let's see. This is correct and meta acceptable. Wow, very good. Oh, you can shorten the end to return stack.empty because if stack.empty is true, then it is good. So, bro, you got this question now. I can just simply do return stack dot is empty. That's it. And we have it. Wow, that was neat. Yes, bro, it was neat. See, how do you feel now? Ah, see, if you have energy, I can keep on going because now I'm liking this. Last time, because last question took me like 1.5 hours just for one question. That's why I was like a little bit too motivated. But then this question like gave my motivation also back. And you all also learning. Yes, you are right. My previous code was way bigger. Cool. You want to keep going? See, because see, there's actually three people watching actually. So there's two more people. So bros, if you are watching, please just comment hi here at least. So at least we know and we can have a communication little bit. And we can do something which is helpful for you. And it is helpful for me if I'm coding. So no worries there. So please comment here something. Other two people whoever they are. I think one is me only. So there's only one more people conscious coder other than you in this stream right now. Bro, are you still scared with the stack? Okay, so there's only one person here now. I think everybody has dropped now. So conscious coder, if you are still here, okay, you have also dropped, it seems. Did everybody dropped? Okay. See, if you are here, please type and then hey, maybe instead of just like doing this now, I should just start typing actually. Okay. You want to do new question, next question or stop today? Question or stop here. Okay, bro. Okay. So, okay. I think in this stream, I think you are the only one actually who took something out of this stream actually today. So, mm, why don't you bring more people in the tomorrow's 9 p.m. stream? No, no, good bro. I also have office. I also have to work tomorrow. So, and I also hadn't had dinner. So now you tell me if you will. So, will you be here tomorrow 9 p.m. again? Tell me. If yes, then we'll just stop this today. And you can bring your friends also if you want. Or you can just be here alone also. I only need one person to be with me in the exercise. I don't need the whole world also here for me. Yeah. Okay, done, bro. Done. Hey, I think it's better if you can chat also there. So I have actually, I'm not sure if you had this. Let me just give you one more thing actually. I'm also recording a YouTube series where I'm recording my development journey as a CS student. Bro, doing too much work here and there. Okay. No worries, bro. No worries. So what are you doing? Will help me with the idea, the DSA. Okay, okay, okay. Now I think question is that I think it's better if for planning thing now, if you can join the Discord channel actually. That's the main part. Here. So what I'm going to do is paste this Discord channel. Hey, why I'm not able to paste it here? Are you able to see? खांसी आ गई भाई. Cool. So then we are closing this stream for today. Bye all. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I will take care of the health also. No worries. Thank you for asking. I was planning to have dinner before actually starting this by 8:30, but I couldn't. So maybe tomorrow I'll just have dinner and before we start this at 9. Cool. Tell your friends if it was helpful to you. Uh, but yeah.